Hey, everybody, back at it here at Gulfstream Park, kicking off a new four-day racing week, already the third week, in fact, of the 2020 Spring Meet. Jason Blewett joining you from our clubhouse studios. Hope you're well and doing okay wherever you're watching. We have 11 races today on the program, some nice weather. The first two-year-old maiden race of 2020 here at Gulfstream coming up in the second, and a whole lot of Pete Aiello following the track and weather conditions.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start inside for Cats Out of the Bag, and at the inside, Rolsa Star. They're the first two underway. Aerodynamic down at the inside with Kisses for Tizzy on the outside. Away fifth is Joss Sayan, then Gia. She fled the scene as second last, and the trailer is Strella's War. And the charge to the first turn, Edgard Zayas puts Cats Out of the Bag on the engine here. She leads by 2.5 over Rosa Star in second. Aerodynamic is a ground-saving third, followed fourth by Kisses for Tizzy. Then it's Joss Sayan and Gia, and the two at the back are Strella's War, and She Fled the Scene. They exit the first turn and straighten away for the run down the backstretch. Up front, Cats Out of the Bag. In front, 3/4 of a length. Rosa Star is second. Up on the outside, Aerodynamic came off the fence to race a 3-wide third. At the inside, Joss Saban is saving ground while fourth ahead of Kisses for Tizzy. Then it's She Fled the Scene and Strella's War, and held up between is Gia. The opening quarter was a reasonable 25-1. The half mile was 50 seconds flat. Cats Out of the Bag, getting everything her own way. She leads a length and a quarter. Racing second is Rosa Star. Aerodynamic has dropped back off this top duo. She's a joint third now, alongside a rail-running Joss Sayan. Gap of 2.5 to She Fled the Scene, then Kisses for Tizzy. Strella's War is 3 wide, and Gia's at the back. Now the pace quickens. Cats Out of the Bag fights to hold it. In second is Rosa Star. 3 wide Aerodynamic from the back. Strella's War. Joss Sayan is next at the fence with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Zayas trying to get one more furlong from Cats Out of the Bag, but Rosa Star and Strella's War. Joss Sayan swarming through at the inside. She Fled the Scene is coming through traffic, and she's surging now. Pumping home for the wire. Joss Sayan will win it. A length and a quarter from Rosa Star second. She Fled the Scene third. Strella's War finished fourth. Set for the early pick four, and they're off. The favorite Lime wins the break and quickly establishes control over Awesome View and Queen Watifa to the outside. Away in fourth is Sophisticurl, two better than Pretzel. Out the back door are Kitten's Dream and Sister Aurora. They speed to the far turn with Lime front and center and on top a length and a half. Queen Watifa is now second. It's a gap of 2.5 to Sophisticurl third. Awesome View is dropping back, passed by Pretzel, then Sister Aurora and Kitten's Dream. They run around the far turn to the top of the stretch at 1-5. Lime cruising at this stage, leads by 2.5. Queen Watifa trying to get to her well second. 4 better than Pretzel third. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Lime off the turn on top by 2. Queen Watifa takes her shot now second. These two well clear of the others. Queen Watifa trying to lift at Lime. Lime almost home. Queen Watifa stretches her neck out and tries to get her. She will get her. Queen Watifa going away. Lime was second, well clear of Pretzel third, then Awesome View, who finished fourth.
No medication, no problem. Run happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
And they're off. Race favorite Weekend Dreamer breaks very well and goes looking for the lead by chance on the outside with speed. You're out of control, and Uno Baby Bird away in the top flight. Down at the inside, Legendary Prince is an early fifth. Back to sixth, and ridden as more than usual to try to keep with the stop horses. Three better than Violent Fight. Then it's Terry Jade ahead of Nitpick, and Mr. Vecchio is last of all as they swing to the far turn. By chance on the board at 11-1. He's the target, and he leads by 2. Weekend Dreamer second. Uno Baby Bird is third. Legendary Prince tries to get a move on while fourth. Three better than more than usual is By Chance is still the target. To the top of the stretch, it's Leonel Reyes, and it's By Chance who turned for home on top by 2. Weekend Dreamer second. Legendary Prince down the stand side for Mirage, and he's moving pretty well. Eighth of a mile to go. It's now Legendary Prince who's up on the outside to take the lead. Legendary Prince under a hand ride, and he's moving away. Legendary Prince in his turf debut is a 3-length winner. Second is Weekend Dreamer. Third is Violent Fight. Close after that, either more than usual or By Chance. And they're off. Slow to go was Take Charge again, 3 lengths last. Gray Manners was quick into stride and heads off for the advantage, but Crown Real and Chic and Sexy will both be up to pester her early. Away in fourth, Incredible Miss. Probably Grace is an early fifth. 3 wide in Queen Cantharos. 4 wide is Lux Diamond. 2 better than Shararama, then Varsovia. And Take Charge again did not have a good getaway and is last of all. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, Chic and Sexy at a nice number in front now, 3 parts of a length. Gray Manners is there second. Probably Grace is poised to strike third. Crown Real's a backpedaling fourth. Incredible Miss is now fifth. Queen Cantharos on the outside is now sixth. Lux Diamond, this favorite, is not making up any ground yet. Trying to run home from the back is Varsovia, as Chic and Sexy is still the target. Chic and Sexy with their ears up at the top of the stretch leads under Burgos. Probably Grace cutting into the margin with only 3 parts to make up. 46-1 for the opening half mile. And here comes Probably Grace up to challenge Chic and Sexy for the top. Probably Grace on the outside has a narrow lead. Chic and Sexy fighting hard for every yard and battles back second. Take Charge again after a bad start is rolling home, but she's got too much to do to get Probably Grace, who's a 4-1 winner. Probably Grace by 3 in the end. Chic and Sexy did well to be second. Take Charge again was third. It's a 3-way go for fourth in 1:12-2. And they're off. Toward the inside, Stormy Derby Day and Joker Lady, the first 2 out. Kahiko comes away with speed. Her barn buddy, Summer in the City, marching forward from the outside. Mid-flight early is Toast and Jam, saving ground at the inside, and Wicked Mercury. She's in tight. Also in very tight is Our Fantasy. Davis has to get out of there. Out wide on the course, and Are You Royalty. The 3 at the back are Miss Cheney, El Scorcho, and Marai. Around the first turn they go. Stormy Derby Day at a very controlled tempo. Leads a half a length. Summer in the City is there second. Toast and Jam a 3 wide third. Tripped out fourth is Joker Lady ahead of Kahiko in fifth. Are You Royalty is sixth. Our Fantasy is seventh. Unforeseen is now eighth. Miss Cheney is ninth toward the inside with Wicked Mercury and out wide El Scorcho. And Mariah is still at the back. Opening quarter, 25-1. The chess match continues 5 furlongs from the wire. Stormy Derby Day with inside position and a neck advantage. Summer in the City is on the press in second. Toast and Jam is 3 wide third. Gaffleon has Joker Lady in a striking spot, fourth at the inside, followed by Are You Royalty and Kahiko. Long shot Miss Cheney is down at the rail for Burgos, dropping back in Our Fantasy. Wide but moving is Marai alongside Unforeseen. Nothing from Wicked Mercury or El Scorcho yet as they run to the top of the stretch. Now the pace pace quickens with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Stormy Derby Day fights to hold it. Summer in the City right alongside second. Trying to get out from behind the speed. Joker Lady is 3 lengths in arrears, while third with an eighth of a mile to go. Stormy Derby Day roused on the front end by Panici and finding under pressure. Summer in the City is right alongside, but Stormy Derby Day digs in, and Stormy Derby Day is a 21-1 surprise. Summer in the City was second. I think Joker Lady holds third, then Unforeseen, 137-3. And they're off. Bourbon Currency won the start, moving on the outside. Conquer with speed and clamors between horses, driving through inside and extra. Lucky Mike trying to get over from his high draw, length and a half better than Prince Kozan. Then it's Looking at Roses between horses. 2 back to Joyful Heart, who finds himself off the speed today, and the early trailer is Rhythm with Soul. In the charge around the first turn, Conquer could not get to the rail as extra holds his spot and has the lead. Third and tripped out is Bourbon Currency, 2.5 clear of Clamor. He's now fourth. At the inside, and Prince goes on an early fifth, 2 better than Lucky Mike in sixth. Looking at Roses is seventh, Joyful Heart is eighth, and with Rhythm with Soul, ninth and last, with 5 furlongs left to run. The opening quarter was rock solid, 22-1, as they had half a mile from the finish. Fanny Olsen and extra on top by a length. Conquer second, Bourbon Currency third. Prince Goes On has had an uneventful journey, fourth at the inside. Followed fifth by Clamor, then Lucky Mike, 2 in front of Joyful Heart. Still at the back are Looking at Roses and Rhythm with Soul. 45-2 for the opening half mile. Conquer's the first to give way. Prince Kozan is the first to go on the attack. Circling horses 5 wide as Joyful Heart, as extra tries to find more up front. Lucky Mike is next with Clamor, and Bourbon Currency is still right there. Who do you like here? 3/4, 110 flat. They're at the top of the stretch. Far outside Joyful Heart. Prince Kozan between. Bourbon Currency alongside. Lucky Mike is fifth. Extra fighting hard at the rail. Final 16th of a mile. Still many chances here. Bourbon Currency for a narrow lead. Joyful Heart on the outside. Joyful Heart for the lead. Joyful Heart for the win. Joyful Heart won it. Bourbon Currency was second, close for third. Lucky Mike's in a picture with extra. Prince Goes On finished fifth in 134-2. Drop the pose. And they're off. From the inside, Chinamadito, one of the first to get underway. Moving up on the outside, Cozy My Boy, splitting horses, and Big Hambone is on to challenge. In fact, Big Hambone's up for the lead. At the inside, Chinamadito runs right rhythm, 2 better than Dizzy Sight, who's an early third. Genghis is out in the center. To his inside, An Awesome Party, a length and a half better than Cozy My Boy. And the early trailer is January 1. Out of the chute and onto the main course, separated by 5.5 lengths through the opening quarter of 23-4. With the advantage, long shot Chinamadito, 3 parts of a length. Big Hambone is there second. They're lining up behind them. Genghis is on the far outside. Awesome Party is next, driving through at the rail in January 1. Right alongside them are Dizzy Sight and Cozy My Boy, half a mile from the finish. Now it's Big Hambone who goes on to take the lead, 4 wide. Genghis is up to second, splitting horses. Awesome Party is right there. Back to fourth and Chinamadito. They quickened ahead of Dizzy Sight, then January 1, and Cozy My Boy at the back. 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Big Hambone fights to hold it, tries to stretch him out a bit here. 3 wide, Genghis on a rebit while second. Awesome Party is flat to the boards between horses. Back to fourth goes Dizzy Sight, then Cozy My Boy. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Tyler Gaffleone and Big Hambone shrugging off challenges from all sides. With less than a quarter of a mile to go, he leads by 2. Genghis is going to take a third run at him on the outside. Back to third and Dizzy Sight, final eighth of a mile. Genghis might win this by attrition here as he's closing ground at Big Hambone. Big Hambone and Genghis. Genghis surging when he needs to, and Genghis is up to win it. He would not take no for an answer. He moved at the leader 3 times, but got up to win it. Big Hambone second, Dizzy Sight third in 1:39 and 2. And they're up. Hero Up and St. Joe Viper, the first 2 out, and St. Joe Viper intent on getting to the top. Drama and Dixie working over from his high draw to land in the 2 path and race from second. Out 3 wide goes Earthquake down at the inside. That's Warrant Officer who's going to float everybody wide. Taking the worst of it was all the hype. Done no favors with Scar, and Exaclon slides through at the inside. In the charge around the first turn, Luis Saez and St. Joe Viper are the leaders. Hero Up with a lot of late money, and he's up to challenge and take over. Now Hero Up is the target. St. Joe Viper defers and races in second. Drama and Dixie eased in the late stages of wagering. He's now third on the outside. A gap of 2 to a well-settled Earthquake in fourth. Warrant Officer at the inside fifth. Then Exaclon and all the hype, and Scar does his best running later, and he's last of the 8 as they go half a mile from the finish. The opening quarter was just 25-1. The half mile was 49 seconds flat. Hero Up and jockey Alberto Burgos on top by 3. St. Joe Viper, the nearest pursuer, second. Drama and Dixie on the outside, third. Earthquake is now fourth. Warrant Officer ridden by Barrios inside fifth. 2 back to Exaclon, then Scar and all the hype as they round the far turn. St. Joe Viper starting to get to Hero Up front. These 2 have 2 on Drama and Dixie. Warrant Officer is loose and charging as they're at the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:13-1. Hero Up fights to hold it. St. Joe Viper trying to press past, and he's traveling well. St. Joe Viper now onto the front. Warrant Officer going to try to get into second, but St. Joe Viper is clear. 7-1 to start the late pick 4. St. Joe Viper and Luis Saez to win it. Warrant Officer did get second. Hero Up was third. Drama and Dixie fourth. Then Scar in 1:37-2. And they're off. Level beginning. Soon after the start, Fast Loaded went on the attack to take the lead from our Mercedes Boy and Cajun Brother on the attack second and third. Unpublished is beaten for speed. He's an early fourth. Length and a half to Game Boy Benny racing outside of Absolute Grit. Then it's He Is Gone. Charlie the Greek splits horses. Just Kidding is 3 wide. And Quick Step Ed is last behind a fast pace as Cajun Brother saved his inside spot but is being pushed hard by a variety of rivals. 4 wide Unpublished. 3 wide our Mercedes Boy. In the 2 path, it's Fast Loaded. They battle across the course here. Game Boy Benny and Absolute Grit are the nearest pursuers. They're 3 lengths behind. Then it's a gap of 2 to Just Kidding and Charlie the Greek trying to rally with pace ahead of them. He Is Gone and Quick Step Ed at the back as they round the far turn. Cajun Brother has been under siege from the outset. Unpublished is now floating wide under Fuentes. That gives the advantage to our Mercedes Boy, who comes away with the narrow lead. Cajun Brother cuts the corner and fights back second. Game Boy Benny is now third with an eighth of a mile to go. Cajun Brother is some kind of game, and he's got the lead again. Our Mercedes Boy can do nothing about it as Cajun Brother will win it and win it at 5-2. Impressive in victory. Our Mercedes Boy was second. Game Boy Benny was third. Photo for fourth. It goes to Just Kidding. 111 flat. retread. And they're off. Prince of Thieves was slow to go. Factorino was quick to go and heads off for the lead. Long Blade on the outside. Quarky is up from between horses. Captain Ron is an early fourth. Back to fifth and Real Money, two better than Sarasota County, who's outside of Cucina. And Prince of Thieves was slow into stride, and he's last of the eight as they swing to the far turn. Captain Ron had to take up well fourth as Factorino maintains the lead. Long Blade up on the outside is up to challenge from second. Quarky dropping back a touch. He's now third. Captain Ron tries a rebid. Real Money is toward the rail. Then Sarasota County and Cucina, and out wide Prince of Thieves. Quarter of a mile left to go. Angel Rodriguez and Long Blade come off the turn with a narrow lead. Factorino tries to fight back well second. Two back to Real Money, who's had a good run of it. He's trying to punch home from third. Down the center, and Captain Ron. Cucina's on late. 16th to go. They're swarming in on Long Blade. Here's Real Money taking his shot. Real Money to the lead. Real Money and Captain Ron. Real Money won it. Real Money for Captain Ron, second in 55-1. And runners away. They've broken a perfect line. From between horses, Valdaco ridden for speed. Silent Tiger has foot. Tears past the gravy between horses. Grand Malbec is out sprinted. Nick the Card Shark into the top flight. Wide on the course and Pachanga Party with very amusing between horses. The big favorite French Quarter starts to move up between runners. He's two in front of Elusive Row with Low Meatball at the back. The entire field separated by 6 lengths and the run past the 3 furlong grounds. With the advantage 3 wide, it's Valdaco. Silent Tiger holds the rail past the gravy between horses. And Luis Saez now has French Quarter in striking distance, but he is 3 wide. Out there 4 wide, and Nick the Card Shark, two better than Pachanga Party. Very amusing is next with a quarter of a mile left to get. Valdaco and Mario Fuentes got a soft opening quarter, and they're off the turn with the advantage. Nick the Card Shark on the grandstand side toward the inside, and Silent Tiger from between in French Quarter. Final eighth of a mile. Valdaco is under siege, but he's hanging on the outside, and Nick the Card Shark takes his shot from second, and Nick the Card Shark's up to win it. Nick the Card Shark going away for A-Rod. Second, Valdaco. Close for third, either Silent Tiger or French Quarter in 104-4.
And that'll do it. We ran 11. We're back at it here tomorrow afternoon. It'll be a Friday here, a 10-race Friday card. We busted out the 2-year-old fillies today. Tomorrow, it's all about the 2-year-old colts early in the program, including an Uncle Mo firster for trainer Wesley Ward. We'll see you then. Good night.